Okay. Now, I wanted to do all my fusing today, but it looks like I'm gonna have to be doing team critique instead, so I will do my fusing after. Or shoot, actually. Okay, Google set a timer for 35 minutes and 20 seconds. Hi Taekwondo, bruh, and Panda, you know we're skipping you, right? And Jonathan, Rich, Mildred, Dylan, Bien. Hi Smellfoot and Jort. Should we decrease Panda to a 7 this time? You think he'll mind? I don't think he'll mind. Oops. Alright, Panda, we've decided you get a 7 this time. Alright, so I was gonna do, Elite Chest Refresh is 3 days. You can actually see that yourself on the Elite Chest. It refreshes every 3 days. Oops. No! I didn't want to pull that. I thought I was on my other account that didn't have any keys. Rip. Well, Medusa get. Huh. Why is it sending the message twice? Alright, hold on. Let me turn off chat and turn it back on. Alright, I think it's fixed now, so. Rip. Rip, 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 rip. Whatever. Whatever. I'll live. I will live. Alright, so let's start with Muse. Chat is frozen. Chat is frozen. Man! Why you gotta act up like this, chat? Wait, what the heck? Jalil's message got sent 4 times. What the heck? The chat is not entirely working. Come on, chat, work with me here. Yeah, chat is not working right today. I do definitely prefer Twitch, but... Wait, what the heck is going on here? Oh, I see. Like, it catches up, but then it just freezes and double posts everything. Like that. Super Pooper's Hey just showed up 3 times. 4 times now. Ragnarok is Death Break. I've broken YouTube. What? Do I have that kind of power? This was working fine last time. Alright, we might not have any chat this time then. That might be the answer. We might not have chat on today's stream. So Twitch people will not be able to see YouTube's comments and vice versa. So I'm going to turn off chat. That sucks. We'll replace it with an Olivia cat. Okay. Hi, Chongjong. Okay. Global mute. No, you're not muted. I can see. I just can't show the chat because it's not working. So let me go back to this. I don't have a picture of all 3 cats because they don't hang out together. Hey, Benefits and Ezanim. Zari, I mean, next event is a collection event, and if you don't log in until right after it starts with an 8-hour login time, you will get 8 extra hours of currency. It's the same for every collection event we've had since the game has started. By this point, I feel like it should have been, you should have figured, or I don't know. We've tried to tell people about it every single time there's a collection event. And yeah, I don't know. It's a lot longer to explain in person than it is in chat. Let's just say that. Alright, so we'll start with Muse, who has Tiger King? Really, Muse? For some reason, I thought that with all the work you do in the game, I thought that you had a better team than this. Okay, okay. Well, you replace with Lorelei, but then you have no tank. Yeah, Benefits, that's my Olivia cat. She's super cute. But she is not around right now. Hey, Jackson. You can't replace with Lorelei yet. I would not put an 8-star Phoenix as a tank for this. Oh my god, there's already 40 messages. Chat box is hidden today because chat is broken on YouTube. I can't do anything about that. Every message was showing up 2-3 times and then it just doesn't work. Man, how would you improve this? I feel like you've overcommitted to these 3 heroes when you don't have enough copies of them to do anything with. Lindbergh is very hard to get, and he's not that good. What are you gonna do with a tank? Wait, you said you're going to 8-star Lorelei? Quite honestly, this team would get like a 6. Alright, if you can 10-star Lorelei and Freya, I would suggest throwing the Aura and tossing Lindbergh. It's not gonna... You're just not gonna be able to keep Lindbergh going. Hey, Thomas. You will not be able to buy enough copies of Lindbergh to keep him up with everyone else. And he's better than Aegina, Aegina is better because at least when Aegina drops to 50% HP, she silences the team. Kind of like Dro. So, if nothing else, that's a little bit better. That's about all I can say. You really have to keep Tiger King for now. As bad as he is, your tank is not good enough otherwise. An 8-star Phoenix, I probably wouldn't do it. 9 was okay. Hi, Javier. Joao, if the event reset is at midnight, you stop logging in at 4 p.m. If you get not a 9 Phoenix, then you can throw him as tank. You can kind of do it as 8, but I would think that that's very unreliable. Hi, LF. Quack instructions are over there and in the video description. Replace with Walnir. He doesn't have... Nah, it's too much work to build Walnir from scratch at this point. He's close enough to Phoenix that he can at least use Phoenix at 9 for now. And we'll see what happens from there. Alright. Next is Evil Shadow. Benefits, it's just an extra 8 hours of currency on top of what you would normally get. Benefits, that's correct. If you log in right after the event starts and it says you've been idle for 8 hours, you will get that 8 hours of idle as if it was during the event, and you'll get that much free currency. It looks like it may not matter too much because it looks like we won't be able to get good heroes for free anyway, but that's just the way it is. Alright, Evil Shadow, this is Mustafa. Did you only put in 1 picture? Oh, 2 pictures. Hi, Ryan. Convert Medusa to Bloodtooth? No. Alright, convert Shu to Dettlaff is a good idea. When's the event? Western time? 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's when resets are for me. Hi, Jova. The Lindbergh is my problem with this, but you're keeping an Aura and you're swapping for Dettlaff. I guess this is fine. My first rare heaven hero was Verthandi back when she was first added. If Verthandi is 10, she's a better tank than Phoenix, yes. Ollie, if you posted within the last 20 minutes, you're okay. Or 15 minutes, sorry. And you don't need... I don't only critique teams on stream, you know? You could ask on the Discord. Lots of people help. It's not just me. Change Medusa to Aegina 10? Yes. Medusa's not very good. Alright, so convert to Dettlaff. Make Verthandi 10. And that's actually a really good team. That would be a very solid Unity team. Is Aiden worth T4? Not really. If you really can't do anything better, he's probably a little bit better than Shud if he's paired with Dro. But on his own, without synergy, not so easy. So we'll give you a 7. It's not bad. The Lindbergh is a little bit weak, but it's acceptable because you've got Freya as your top. How do you change heroes that are 6+? You cannot. You can only change them when they're 10+. How rare is Bale? Bale is quite rare. Detlef better than Medusa? Yes. Medusa is not very good. Alright, next is Anthony's shoe. Morning, Zergsen. Keys or eyes from event shop. In pretty much all cases, it's keys, unless you are desperately in need of eyes. Detlef better than Shude? Yes. Last time was a 6. It's gonna stay about that, actually. Luna tank plus underleveled. No, I don't need this. 1 Dro, 2 Freya. Freya. Why have you not started to build Freya? You have more than enough for a 9-star Freya. Freya is like one of the best hell units. Why have you not built her at all? Chesia or Mars? Neither one is amazing, honestly. Chesia is better for guild boss, friends boss. Mars is a damage dealer now. It's hard to say where exactly he is in placement. I guess he's better than Chesia. Hey, Shadow Beast. Defense reduces how much damage you do to them, 1% per defense. Defense break reduces how much the defense is there. So if they have 20 defense, you do 20% less damage. If you have defense break 10, then now you do 10% less damage because you broke their defense. BRK, why not just pull 2 rounds? You could stop. Ryan, chat was broken. It loaded all the messages 2 and 3 times in a row, so I just turned it off today. This team honestly will stay a 6. Kurt is not good in Unity, and you don't even have Unity. So your weak point here then is your tank is bad, and Saizo is the most useless one on this team. Start working on Freya. She's gonna be better than pretty much everybody else you've got. Tokens on average for dice, around 9,000. Hey Viraj and Karthik. I would not waste 100 eyes if you don't need... I mean, now that they're putting better heroes in eyes, you really should consider not wasting them. Oh, wait, he asked for how many tokens? Never mind. Then the average is about 2,000. 2,200-ish? Saizo 9 better than Valkyrie 8. Honestly, comparable. Not... One is not significantly better than the other at that point. Tickets from completing bingo, 117. All ticket to gold keys. If you cannot make a hero, either you take one of the 88% artifacts, if you hit friends bosses a lot, or you take gold keys. Phoenix with moonstones to 10 stars. You really should buy star shards first. $59.99 pack is not worth buying. Lorelei or Freya? Take Freya. And hi, Mr. Uninformative. Chat is broken. I'm too lazy to put up a message saying chat is broken. So if somebody asks, please chime in and tell them. Alright, this is... Who is this? Elite Edit Stalker? Chongjong, you can only auto-click 1 hour a day. Bob, I'm looking at Elite Edit Stalker who posted 20 minutes ago, so you can count yourself, I guess. I don't have a better way to count than that. Alright, this team is... okay. Okay, this is not bad. I highly respect this team. Hi, Ashley. But in this team's case, Mr. Uninformative, I turned off chat right now. So normally above me there would be a window that combines YouTube and Twitch chat, but because it's all broken, I can't get it to work right now. It's okay. So on this team, that cat was Olivia. Yeah, see, chat just broke again. So on this team, I would swap Dro for Luna because I think Dro is worse than Luna at 8 stars or even at 9 stars. Favorite yellow shard skin is probably Dro. Yep, it broke. Actually, no, I take that back. It's Ultima. So chat keeps breaking like this. So we're just going to keep Olivia in. Hi, Deepak. I like the Ultima skin the best of the yellow skins. Hi, Noro. Zergson, next event is Miracle Eyes for Lorelei, a collection event, just a regular collection event, 2 collection events, one for regular stuff, and the other one is the 3 paths, and it has a giant lizard at the end, which is going to be very expensive, so absolutely nobody should be buying it. Whose cat is that? That's my cat. She's just somewhere around the house right now. Hi, Sam. Is Luna worth 9? Anybody is worth 9. Alright, so Elite Edit Stalker, replace Luna with Dro here, and you will be good. So this team, I could give this a 7.5, honestly. This is a strong, a highly strong Unity team. I would replace Dro with Luna here. Dro is nothing special at 8 stars. She doesn't come with Cleric Stun. At least Luna has her silence. Panda gets a 7.5, and we're just gonna skip him completely. Saizo is not that good. Gun of the Disaster from Medusa is good. Lizard on Lizard's not that good on Freya. She doesn't need crit rate. She wants speed or energy. Dro 10 is better than Luna 12. You shouldn't take Luna above 10, period. She's better up to 10, but she's worse 10 and higher. Hey, Ryan. Alright, what am I looking at? Alright, this is Phoenix. Wow! Wait a minute, what the heck? How new is this server? How new is this server? He's VIP 7 and he's only got 110 star. Holy cow. Giant Lizard is not good for Freya. I just answered that. 9,000 gems for 2 elite keys. Not really worth it. It just depends if you like to gamble. Wow. Holy cow. Bloodtooth worth 10 stars? Not really. Alright, you're probably destroying the people on your server. Hey, Loner. VIP 7's not a humongous amount of money. Okay, so the thing about this team is... Hi, Vin. Phoenix would be a better tank here. But... I don't think you want to drop Ara for any of the other heroes you've got, because they're not so good that they're worth breaking Ara for. The only one that would be considerable... I guess Dro is close. You know what? Probably the 8-star Dro is fine. The Centaur is very underleveled, and the cost of making this Centaur up to max level is not worth it, considering you'll be tossing Centaur right away. Lorelei versus Dro 14. I think Dro has the edge. Best tank in game is probably Monkey King. So Centaur is fodder for Freya. Okay, that's fine. So then the Dro would be your best bet. Maybe the Dro over the Grand so that you can use Phoenix as tank. Because at least Dro will offer you the 50% silence. Hi, Jin. What server is this? I don't know. Pretty new. How is Centaur fodder for Freya if they are different? When you make a 10-star, it costs you a 9-star fodder of any faction at all. Randolph, she is gaining energy every single round, yes. Jonathan, Freya's the best of those, but at T4, Bale is the best. If Skuld had a skin, they could do so many things with a Skuld skin right now. Let me see. What would I rate this team? I don't think that Saizo is that much better than Olivia. So I'll give this a 7. It's a good unity. I mean, it's weaker because it's got bad heroes in it, but the star differential is fine, and it has Skuld. Unfortunately, Skuld's bonus is kind of wasted because you've got low star people that will be the first to take the revive, but Skuld is still so good on her own that maybe it makes up for it. And like I said, he's probably destroying the rest of his server at this point. Giant Lizard is not really good. It's okay on Detlaf. Why are 2 people asking exactly... Okay, that is mutable. Well, I'll let it go for now. Are you asking on 2 separate accounts? Seriously? That's really sad. Alright. Who is this? This is Last Boss. Icemorn Blank Reaction asks, what server is that? Sorry, YouTube people cannot talk to Twitch people today. Shu does not do good damage ever. She's not a... If you're looking to her, T843 is the server. What is number joined name? I don't know what that means. Alright, let's see here. This is actually a very good team. Can you ignore Phoenix for now and put in Kurt? That you would regret that greatly. You absolutely would regret that greatly. What? At my left? What? Where? What? Wow, 843. I didn't know they were that high. Karthik, because she's a good silencer and a good healer. Not a damage dealer. This is like an 8. Aji, I haven't, but I probably should. Level 180 Alliance Hero. That's Ultima with her skin. There are 74 messages, so I'm going to close it now. What would it take to give a rating of 10? 10 has to be a perfect team, basically. Something with double Phoenix. So yeah, this is Ultima with her skin that you buy with yellow shards. Okay. Next is... Hey, this is a familiar name. I say 7.5 for a solid Unity team that would do really good against itself. GT20, oh hey, I'm on that server. Ripper is trash, period. Wait, Karen put multiple pictures. Right? 2? Okay, 2 pictures. Team with double Phoenix has no aura. And it doesn't need it. NDG, what do you mean, where is he? He plays on GT7, I think? Noro, there are like 50 people that already submitted today. You were too slow. Alright, so this is actually a really good team. Mars of Earthandi, depends what you need. If you need a damage dealer, take... Oops. Hold on. Somebody posted something in Cyrillic, and I'm curious what it says. Am I playing Anniversary? I'm not doing anything on it right now. This is like an 8.5. Yeah, easy. This is a really, really well built Unity team. Martin, there's already 60, 70 people that submitted today. I can't even get to the people that submitted today. There's no way I can take people that submit yesterday or like via message or anything like that. I just can't handle everybody. Look, this is my cat, Olivia. Artifact and rune for Olivia. I don't think she has best setup, but it's probably Gospel and Ragnarok for her too. I would not fodder Zexanoth. Alright, next is Prinks. Oh, Karen's not even here. Where did she go? She just posted and left. There is still chance that Zexanoth could be patched and become good. I refuse to fodder any rare Heaven or Hell heroes. Scold, Phoenix, Valk, and priority to T4. Gujen, it's the same priority as normal. And Jink, Shoot Mel is great up to 10, but not so great beyond there. Aiden or Shoot is food. I food Aiden, but not Shoot. But depending on what you're doing, Shoot Mel, I guess, can be food if you already have a 10 stars. Brian, it's got to have really good build behind it. Like double Phoenix, Skuld, Valkyrie, Bale, Kurt, or something like that. It's got to be a really, really good team. It's not beer, but it's ginger beer. Shadow Beast, we don't know exactly how good Themis is yet, so I put her in there, but I think she's going to be a lot higher than I initially put her in. Probably higher than Kurt is what is the guess. According to Bold, she's way better than Kurt. Phoenix 10 or Valk 10, take Phoenix. USA, USA has 4 different time zones. 5 actually, but mine is 8:22 p.m. Aiden and Grand 9. Anybody can be 9. You just can't go higher than 10 is the problem, that is the point where it really matters what you make. All right. So, Prinks was asking Skuld, Valk, Phoenix priority. In this case, I would say wow, that's a hard one. By making Freya first, your next one should be a support. So probably it should be Skuld, and then Valkyrie, and then Phoenix. Wait, what happened to the picture? What happened to the picture? Uh-oh. Hold on. There we go. It crashed. It crashed. That was weird. Okay. So I would say Skuld, then Phoenix, then Skuld, then Valkyrie, then Phoenix. And this is a very solid team. I could give this an 8. No, I'll give it a 7.5 because this is basic high-end Unity. With, but it's got Shoot. Alright, next is Saber Slayer. You guys keep distracting me. I can't get to all the people. This is why I can't take extra team critique. T4 Shoot or Det? Definitely Det Laugh. Now is it working? Okay, now it's working. If you were going to use Verthandi as your tank, why is she not max level? Why would you not want your tank to be your highest level? Convert Verth into Themis? Themis is not that good without Skuld. So you kind of have to decide what you're doing with that. Thoughts on Bloodtooth? He's trash. Shoot as tank? No. My favorite skin is the Shoot Mel skin. So he just got Verthandi. Okay, well, Verthandi should be your next highest, should be the next one to take up. This Aegina is the best of those. Why did you make a 6-star Reaper alongside? A 7-star Reaper, unless you knew that you weren't going to take this Reaper higher. This is an interesting choice too, I guess. Where is Olivia? I don't know. Asleep upstairs, maybe? Jasper, if it comes up, it will be recorded in the video on demand. Well, Kevin, that's because you don't read the video description or the blue text. I don't think I can help you. Alright, so Centaur is bad, Vivian is bad, this Bale is pretty bad. Where can you improve? I would suggest to stop working on Bale and try working on Freya. You will be getting another copy of Freya at level 100. Bale is very, very useless without Skuld at this level. And so Eddie, instructions are over there. Why won't you? There's no time limit on the free Freya. But I mean, KTL, no, it means you should finish all your anniversary work before that 8-hour point. Ryan, no, I cannot, because the moment I open it, 20 people will submit. Okay, Kevin, I can explain it to you. Okay? Team, people's teams, critique, we critique, day, today. We critique people's teams today. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. What did I buy in anniversary shop? My main bought the Phoenix. My alt bought is probably just gonna buy an artifact. Spend ticket on keys or eyes. I would say buy one of the 88% artifacts. If you do Friends Boss a lot, the Wanderer one is the most common, but it's either between that or Mage. It depends on your player level. Whichever one you see more often is which ones you use. I do team critique day every 2 weeks. Why do you... These two Ryans are very much in sync. It's very interesting. Only 94 tickets. Did you use everything on Cake? Because bingo is the way to go. Samuel, I used Giant Lizard on Detlef, and honestly, I'm not that impressed. Anyway, Saber Slayer, you've got work. Start working on Freya. You can get, if you can't get her at level 100, get it out of Soul Shop. You couldn't finish bingo. Everybody can finish bingo. You must not have buy dice. You have to buy dice to do it. Actually, some people can finish it without buying dice. Some people cannot. If you were unable to do it, without buying dice, then that was your problem. That was your answer. You had to. That was the limitation. I don't like Martins, so I wouldn't use it. Jacuz, I don't understand that question. Randolph, that is definitely not the case. It's probably 5 to 10% of people got a free Phoenix out of this. Maybe less. So, thanks, Eddie. Mustafa, just save the Moonstones. Use them on Star Shards. Make the Verthandi. Mars is not that amazing. You know what? Let's put a quick PSA then. Man, there's too many text on the screens. Sorry, Olivia. Okay. Well, I'll leave this over here for now, but it's gonna move. Olivia and Teddy have a baby? No, they're both neutered. What's worth buying? The 1, 500, 1,000, 2,000, the 5,000. I honestly don't think the Detlef is worth 8,000 gems, but if you know you need him, then you might as well get him. Yeah, this is gonna be the worst team critique day ever. I can't focus on this. Alright, Saber Slayer, work on Freya. Next is Mike. Sorry guys, we're not gonna get to even like 40 like before. I just won't be able to do it. Rating for Saber, if I had to rate that, let me see. 5.5, because at least he's got Unity. That's what I would say. It's not terrible Unity, it's just not amazingly, it's just not strong. Okay. Prejudice, I would have taken Themis probably just because she's rarer, but honestly, that's an even choice. If Phoenix helps more now, then it's not so bad. 2 red skins as VIP 0. Oh, this guy probably won them. He probably won one from a giveaway, or he bought 5 regular ones and has an old enough account that he got the other one too. It's possible. You could have gotten as many as 3 or 4 red skins for free. Hey, Eskval. Nike, it's way too late now. Sorry. Alright. I feel bad for this Shude, actually. Because I like it, but... I like Shude, but she's just not that great, and it hurts. Is Kurt better than Medusa? Yes. But that doesn't take much because Medusa's not that good. So probably your next T4 should be Verthandi. If it can't be Phoenix, it should be Verthandi. Because she will be a very, very solid tank. But you're working on Freya, so... RV Aegina is infinitely better than Shude. Freya T4 or Verthandi T4? Freya 99% of the time. Verthandi T4 is an afterthought. If you know for sure you cannot get any other heaven to T4, then Verthandi is the next one that you should work on. Kevin, if you have that problem, I don't think you understand how good Skuld is. Alright, so this team... the priorities are pretty good. Darken, I got the Platinum Trophy. I'm not going to 100% the play log. Agum, make the T4. Do I give it a 7 or a 7.5? Do I deduct a point? No, I don't think I deduct a point. Okay, we'll give it a 7.5. It's a solid unity, and he's got Valkyrie. But he's got Shude, and he's got a terrible... Bold, I think I'm going to do that and say, ask your questions with your pictures, and then we'll answer it from there. And I'm not going to wait for questions for the person to be live. That way I can go faster. I'll announce that later. Bye, Ryan. Thanks for stopping in, I guess. This is... who is this? This is Blind Freya. Hi, Pudul. Bloodtooth or Ripper? They're both trash level, so they're both the same. Birth fodder for T4 Freya? I wouldn't unless you know 100% that you won't be using Verthandi anymore. Yuri, you should buy Star Shards. Take it easy, benefits, good night. Okay, bruh, you're blind Freya. Ultima. Well, you've got a good first T4. The rest of it, not so great. I would say the Reaper is not that strong, but he'll probably do okay. I mean, it was better to use Reaper than Luna or Medusa, because at least Reaper bullies lower stars, and these two don't. What can you buy with 5,000 plus gems? Secret Treasure is tomorrow, so you can buy a few of the packages out of that. Kete, the Themis's performance is she's heavily reliant on Skuld and Phoenix. Just like Kurt. But with her revive, she survives a little bit longer than Kurt. Giant Lizard good for Lorelei? Not really. The 8,000 hero tomorrow is Detlaf. The goal of Themis is probably to have her die before firing her skill. That way you get all three forms at once. Okay, so you have one Lorelei. Okay, if you swap Luna for Lorelei, that's a plus. But then you still got to work on the new... you still got to work on Medusa. Ouch, and you have Scarlet too. Okay, well, Kurt is better than Medusa, but it's not the best choice. Ultima Bone Grip is not great, not terrible. You just got it. It's there. I'll give this a 6.5. Sacrifice Hero is not quite the same thing as what you're thinking. Ultima is a sacrifice because it's okay for Ultima to die, as long as she gets to 50% before your people fire. Themis doesn't die. You want Themis to technically die, but she comes back to life. So it's not really a sacrifice in the sense of that. Dang, Ryan, you have a lot of accounts. Alright, next is Alejandro. Note to everybody, we are ignoring all giant lizard questions today, not caring who asks it or not. First T4, Phoenix or Detlef? In that case, probably Detlef. Martin's Worth? None. It's not that it's a meme, it's somebody has been asking about it on 4 different accounts. Why am I looking at this team? Why am I looking at this team? But he has Medusa and he has Shude. Nope, this team doesn't even get a 9. This team is gonna get... This team gets a 7. No, I'm going to drop it. I'll give him a 6.5. So let's put all his numbers in so he can see it. 199735. You get a 6.5. You're showing off all these Phoenixes, but you're also showing off a T4 Shude and a Medusa, so not so good. Really not that good at all. You don't have... Your damage is not very great. Can double Phoenix team work without Skuld? It can. It's not ideal because double Phoenix is designed to be support for a damage dealer that Skuld buffs or makes Skuld heals the crowd control on that damage dealer, and Phoenix adds 60% to their damage. So someone like Valkyrie goes boom. But Valkyrie, as you know, has trouble firing without getting crowd controlled, and that's why she needs Skuld. It'll be the same for Kurt. It would be the same for Lorelei. It would be same for Freya. So it's really designed about using like a bomb character that just throws a time bomb into their team and blows them up. Best cleric is probably Skuld at this point at T4. Detlef only hits one person. He doesn't blow people up like Valkyrie does. Eddie, it is closed down. Too many people have submitted today. Oh, we didn't even look at his team. I gave him a 7.5 without even looking at it. He's just there. Dang. Wait, actually, that's like impossible. Do you know how many you've used so far? Because the max is 88, and you should have taken up more than that, or you shouldn't have had 88 worth. Ketika, it does count that. And people that post like amazing teams are doing it basically just to flex. So yes, we will look for every possible point to take away points. All right, so this is a good 7.5. 7.5 is for a basic, well-built Unity team with good priority. Depending on the heroes, basically, if you make the Unity and you don't make bad decisions alongside it, it's a 7.5. Ali, I definitely will get to do more than 10. Alright, I'm going to hide the Team Critique blue info because submissions are closed, so... we'll go with that. Okay. Vivienne with Saw Machine, and it's a sideways step. It's not a big improvement. Alright, Winged Weasel. Like, if you have the perfect Unity team, using, like, Freya, using Aegina, or not Freya, sorry, Bale and all that, it can, I would say 8.5 is the max for a Unity team. Maybe? Okay, Winged Weasel, you shared way too many pictures. Dro is a very good healer. Alright, this guy's got 2 copies of Skuld. And 1 Phoenix, 3 Loreleis. Okay. So, wow. Who has the highest rating? I've given out a couple of 10s. Only a few. The sad thing is, Fieris, who I gave a 10 to before, I would not give a 10 again. Because it was just 1 Phoenix, 1 Kurt. And it turns out that Kurt is not that good with just 1 Phoenix. Chongjong, I have no idea. If I scroll too far down, I'm going to lose my place and it'll just take me longer. Alright, so Muse said that I'm very harsh on Lindbergh. And this actually is exactly why I'm harsh on Lindbergh. Because all of the fodder that he used in making this Lindbergh, who is stuck here at 8 stars, could have been clearly used to take Verthandi to 10, could have been used to take Skuld to 9, and he can't. He doesn't have the fodder because he wasted it on Lindbergh, who is useless. Completely useless at this point. So, when I say be careful about who you choose to invest your heaven into, this is the reason why. If you got 2 copies of Lindbergh, even then, even if you had 2 Lindberghs before you had 2 Verthandis, you have to know it is infinitely easier to get 9 copies of Verthandi than to get even 4 copies of Lindbergh. Infinitely easier. So you chose to level this guy who was not the best choice. I mean, I'm not scolding you or anything. I'm just, unfortunately, you are the example now as to why you have to be very careful choosing your heavens early on. So you have 2 copies of Skuld, so Skuld can be... Kevin, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, if you don't have enough copies of Lindbergh to make him useful, he is not a valid choice. If he got lucky and he had 5 copies of Lindbergh early on, go ahead, make him. But because he didn't, he only had 2, he made Lindbergh, and that was the bad decision. So if you want to play long game, Verthandi is the safest for early players, but that depends highly on your personal luck. It comes down to who do you have the most of, and do you see yourself getting enough copies of Skuld, Mars, Lindbergh to make them? Because early players won't, unless they spend some money. Zergsen, I would not. unless you've got a full team of T4s and you're drowning in heaven and hell fodder. Like, drowning in. So this team, I'd probably give this a 5. Yeah, 5.5 sounds good. Skuld is not that useful when she's so low level. Kurt is, again, not that great without the rest of the team around him. And it's grand. So basically you've got one good hero in this team setup, and it's Freya. And the rest of it doesn't support her that well. It works against teams with 1 or 2 T4s. No, not really, because this is a T3. It works against teams with 1 or 2 T3s. But what you have left yourself with is very limiting. And you're honestly entirely stuck. And you have nowhere to go. So that's kind of... It's an annoying place to be in. I hate sitting here being stuck waiting for fodder, but there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta hope you get lucky. Hi, Sarif. Next is Chongjong. So I will always say, be very careful if you want to make Lindbergh or Mars. Always be careful. Alright, this is, yeah, Chongjong. So this is actually worse than Weasel. Quack, at that point, it's about 50%. %50 that Monkey King uses his own, and 50% that Skuld wastes her revive on him. Bloodtooth or Grand? They're both pretty useless. Isaac Ripper is trash. Alright, so this team is about a... Well, Liquid, you saw his team, right? He had an 8-star Skuld, an 8-star Lindbergh, and a 9-star Verthandi. You're stuck at that point. He's all the way stuck. Shadow Beast I did, but we don't have one yet today. Jonathan, I critique anybody that submits. Doesn't matter what level. All he needs is Alliance for Unity. It's not so much that it's bad, it's just got nothing going for it. There's no... Well... It's just average. 5 is average, if you think about it. Zexanoth is not good. Coins until the end of anniversary, maybe about 100. 100 to 150 max. But because you have to not log in for the last 8 hours, you're not going to get that many. So you have to realize that when I say it's worse than the other guy's team, it doesn't mean it's bad. I just mean it's not better than average. I mean that it's just... this is middle of the road, nothing special team, not terrible, not bad. I don't think it's below average because he's got a Verthandi tank and he's got a 10-star Medusa who synergizes with the Freya. So it's not so bad. Mustafa, it's a tough call It's probably better to make mediocre heroes and then replace them, but you cannot overcommit to those mediocre heroes. Like, if you're building an Aiden first, that's fine, but don't try to take him to T4 just so that you can convert him into a T4 Detlaf. Charlie, today I'm drinking ginger beer. Chessia from Soul Shop, you might as well. If you know you want to build her, you might as well. She's very, very hard to get otherwise. Fodder Aiden to Freya. Yeah, you can fodder Aiden, but remember that Detlaf sucks before T4. So if you're foddering Aiden and then trying to make Detlaf 10 stars, Detlaf is not going to be anything special at 10 stars. Sacrifice Medusa to T4? Yes. In this case, yes. KTL, that is ridiculously lucky. No, that doesn't even make sense. That's not physically possible. $100 is... You cannot get enough to get... I don't know how you did it. Okay, so this is... Who is this? This is Krusty. Refresh Soul Sop is the same heroes, yes, but Chessia and Lexar will not refresh. Your Winged Weasel. Lorelei is better than Dro before 10 stars. No, they're about even, honestly. You might want to replace the Skuld, because the Skuld being the lowest star on the team means that she's going to waste the revive on herself, and she'll probably die before really getting her skill off. Having her revive herself is completely useless. So if you're going to replace anybody, replace the Lorelei. Kurt is a good option. Phoenix is a good option. Lorelei is a good option. Alright, going back to Krusty. 10-star Mega is great fodder. Okay, so this is a good team. Who should you replace when you 10-star Skuld? Lorelei or Dro? Okay, let's see here. 2 Freya is a pretty good idea, yes. It's very random, though. Just remember that you are really rolling the dice every time you play. You're not guaranteed to be strong, but you're not... And so you're going to go anywhere from being absolute trash to absolutely amazing. Your team will run the entire gamut. And if you are willing to have that gamble, you can run 2 Freyas. If you would like to have something a little bit more reliable, you might want to use someone else. Okay, so this team says, who do I replace when you get Skuld, and do I use Lorelei or Dro? Is Chessia better than Medusa? Yes. If you have Skuld and she has energy. Okay, if you get Skuld, you can make Phoenix tank and use Skuld, but 10-star Skuld is not going to do anything amazing for you paired with T4, Freya, and Medusa. The first one to die here is like 99% going to be Shewed or Skuld. And so Skuld's revive is going to be completely wasted and used on one of these 2 healers. So be very careful how you using that Skuld. Just don't expect her to do anything amazing for you before getting her to T4. Lorelei or Dro? If they are both T4, I still give the edge to Dro. She got a minor passive buff because gear has hit rate on it. And people use a lot of clerics, so I still think Dro has the slightly higher edge. And also you've got more effort into Dro because she's 10. But if Lorelei is your first to T4, make Lorelei. KTL, that just really doesn't even make sense. I got lucky with dice on my alt, and I still think it would be like $200 for Tears of the Goddess. So if you got it with 140, I think you are 1% of players, if not less. Yeah, so you've put more effort into Dro. Focus on Dro. Skuld is kind of a hit or miss. You can make her 10, but don't expect her to do anything special for you. So this is a good 7.5. Solid Unity team as it stands. The progress through the leveling is pretty good. It isn't a terrible idea to take Verthandi to T4, because you know that you won't get the last copies of Skuld anytime soon, but that's kind of your own sacrifice to make. A lucky number of coins in dice. Lucky is like 2,300 or higher. Maybe 2,200 or higher is lucky. All right. Next is the 1. Poodle, if you've got gems to spare, it's worth it to build up Lorelei and just keep copies of her. But if you're struggling for gems, just skip it. Remember, because she's rare, any copy you can get easily is worth it. But if you can't afford it, skip it. Alright, so BFS boss, this is you. No copies of Take It Easy Shadow Beast. Thanks for stopping in. No Phoenix, huh? Sad, sad life. Ashley, did you count all of the rewards? This is Luna's skin, yes. Ripper on Guild Boss? No. Way too squishy for that. OG Voodoo, you'll need to repost it. The channel gets flooded with people talking over the next 2 weeks. There's no way I can keep a snapshot of what's there until next time. Diamond Peaks is worth it for all players, paid or free. All 10 rounds, always worth it. As long as you get an average of 4 to 5 wins per run, you're positive. The Discord link is in the video description. But hold on. Nameless King good? Not really. Alright, so BFS, you got your work cut out for you. Phoenix is pretty critical. She's not, or he is not like totally required, but it hurts a lot to fight people without it. So, Lindbergh is very, very mediocre. Poodle, remember that there is another secret treasure coming tomorrow, so you may want to be a little bit more careful with your gem usage. Kevin, I use attack. It's either attack or death break for her, and I think attack is the best. Luna is not a good choice here. Your Aura is not amazing. Or no, your Aura is good, but the team buildup is mediocre. Six and a half. It's still Unity. It's not a particularly strong Unity. Alright, we'll say 6. I mean, but he does have Valkyrie. You should have made Valkyrie T... You should have made Valkyrie T4, T3 instead of taking these two people up. You would have been better off having one T3 Valkyrie than having two T1s and a T2. Teddy, what you doing, Teddy? Yeah. Come here. Teddy, come here. No, don't leave. Come back. Teddy, come back. We have Teddy Cat. And he's gone. He is a tiger cat. Alright, you are now stepping on everything. Maybe that was the wrong decision to put you up here. I can't force Teddy to be on stream. He is on my desk now. Here's his tail, though. For VIP 8, it's not the greatest team, but if you stopped playing and just missed all the Phoenixes, unfortunately, that's not much you can do with it. Oh man, now I got all his hair on my face. You shed too much, kid. Charlie, he doesn't sit still. How many copies to make Hero T4? 9. Yeah, I'm covered in hair now. Great. They are shedding because it's getting warm. So this team, yeah, I'd give it a 6. It's a Unity, but you are going to need to focus on Phoenix as hard as you can. All converts should be to Phoenix. All fodder should be to Valkyrie. But you still need to pull in Heaven and Hell because you need Skuld. So you got your work cut out. AI, is that one copy of Lorelei going to help you a lot? And do you need Heaven and Hell fodder? Alright, this is Ethan Dragneel. Alright, alright. I see you tried to use the Aura, but you changed it for Medusa. I am thankful for that. Teddy, what are you doing? If you need the Lorelei, then go ahead and pull. Is Grand worth 10 star or food? He's worth food. T4 Verth or Phoenix? I would make Phoenix. Teddy. He's playing at my feet right now. Man, I would love to put Olivia on stream more if I could, but she is... Where is she? Olivia? No, I don't know where she is. Mustafa Verthandi's a better tank. Poodle, that's your own choice. I would rather wait, because you can get it for souls as well. But it's your own choice. Can you afford the gems? Kevin, we don't even know who the reward is. Alright, so this team is not bad. It's an interesting choice to have all these people still only at level 100. Hopefully they are upgraded at 100 so that they get the next tier passive skill. But you made the right choice in these 6 heroes because they're the best of what you've got. You probably will want to work on this Verthandi next because you got 2 copies. You should be able to buy a Freya from the Soul Shop soon, so that would be... Hi, Ben. Eric, if you're ever going to pull eyes, it had better be 100. Olivien, are you always on the top of friend bosses too? Okay, so you've even got copies of Freya. So you know that your Freya is... Teddy. Ben, did you do dice? Okay, so your heaven and hell will be... Or your miracle eyes will all be in heaven and hell from now on. And so you can work on Freya and Verthandi both. JJ, yes. Next Miracle Eyes is Lorelei. Fuse 4 in Orluna? What? Alright, so if you get both of those, Verthandi and Freya, you can toss Orphe and Vivienne. And after that, you gotta work on the rest. Chris, honestly, I would wait. Gerard, that seems about normal. Alright, so this team... It's got a good tank, it's got a good healer, 2 good healers, it's got mediocre damage, decidedly average. Actually, Dro's damage is not that bad. 5.5. It's not terrible. Cynthia, at this point, people tend to be limited by gold souls. It's very difficult to get enough to just level people up to 6 stars and higher. I wouldn't give this a 4. He's got a tank and he's got Dro. It's better than trash. He doesn't have any major level differences. He doesn't have any major glaring flaws with the team. I would say this will win against your average junky 5-6 star team. Teddy is licking his balls. Alvian, early players tend to stock up a lot of gold. For level 107? No, he just has bad luck. I bet you he doesn't have fodder right now. Or he's being smart with his fodder because he's deciding who to level. And I bet you he's broken gold souls. I'm not showing chat because YouTube chat is broken right now. Hey, Tholitz. How many anniversary tickets did I get? I think my main got... what did I get? Like 186 or so? $180... Maybe like 190? No, 180. 180, yeah. No, I can't do math. I got 190. 190, which means that I would have been another like $10 off of buying Skuld. Oh my god. I wish I hadn't bought that Phoenix. I really wish I hadn't bought that Phoenix. Oh wait, no, I would have been $20 off. Maybe not. It's okay. I would not have wanted to put an extra $20 into Skuld. Brian, 99% chance no. Is Samurai equally as trash as Lone Hero? Yes. Can you use Olivia up to 10? Yes. I already put in $120 for the Themis, so I'm not putting in another $20 for Scold. Alright, next is Kevin De Bruyne. I'm happy enough with the Phoenix, to be honest. Viraj, you've said that like 3 times already. Who are you flexing on at this point? Is that only one picture? Yes, only one picture. Brian, submissions are closed today. There's already way too many submissions. Eric, you got to work out your own math. It's different for everybody. $30 is a rough average for players. It depends on how lucky you got with dice and with bingo. And it's just... I don't know. If you want the card, you could go that way. Or if you need more tickets and more bingos, you should go... Bad boy, I answered that! How many times are you going to ask? Am I pulling for Lorelei tomorrow? No. 182 David? No. Probably around 2200 for free. Ultima or Saizo? If you've got Scold and a bunch of good healers, Saizo. Otherwise, Ultima. Alright, so this is... Who is this? This is Kevin De Bruyne. Dow, that would do it. $20 won't do it. Best thing to buy for $20? The best purchase in the game is the $10 growth fund. I would not give this a 7.5 because this is Ultima, not Valkyrie. I'll give it a 7 though. So this is the problem. He should have been... Is he really saving up to convert this altogether? This takes 7 copies to convert. And I'm not rating based on what your plan is. I'm rating on what you've got. So at this point, right now, this team loses 2 teams with Valkyrie and Skuld. And his Skuld isn't even useful because it's 10 star. So his team, as it stands at this point, is much, much weaker than any other team with the Valkyrie. And therefore, the rating is lower. Is it okay to 10-star Medusa? You can 10-star anyone you want. Just don't take them beyond 10 without being careful about it. Aji, converting anybody that's not T4 requires as many copies as you need. So converting a T1 takes 6 copies, T2 is 7, T8 is, or T3 is 7, T4 is 9. T4 Saw Machine? No. That's a terrible idea. Ty No Love, the monthly card for is $15, and it's definitely worth it. It's a very, very efficient purchase, but it is slow in how you get the gems. Hi, Jekahuna. So I'll give this a 7. If you replace this with a Valkyrie, I'll take it to 7.5, but as it stands, because you chose to put so much effort into this, it's hard to be happy seeing this much resources used on Ultima. Mike, yes. The anniversary will completely end in 20 hours. Best team for Detlef? He doesn't have a best team. It really helps if he is paired with Skuld. Alright, Kevin, I'm not answering you anymore. Ben, I don't believe they have announced any new codes per se. Dro first T4, I would not think is worth it. She only hits 4 people and her damage is not high enough to support to kill other T4s. She will get killed one-on-one by Detlef, Freya's, Phoenix's, Skulls. Next is Mikero. Uh-huh. Bloodtooth is trash, period. Ben, anybody could have gotten a 10-star Themis with $200. She was available. You could have pulled 3 rounds of keys for her, plus the $100 package, plus there is another $100 package this current week that has her. So for $200, anybody has 5 copies of Themis. I don't know that that's what he did. I'm just saying that without considering anything else, that many copies were available for anybody to have with no luck required. But Themis isn't going to help him that much without Skuld and with a low-level Phoenix. So unfortunately... Teddy, what do you want? Yeah? Come on. Teddy, what do you want? Hi. Is this on camera? Oh, no, he's gone. AI, they're about the same. Bad boy, I'm not going to do that many. Honestly, people distracted me so much that I don't think I'm even going to get to 40 people. So I can't. Today is not a good day for Team Critique. Do I have Themis? I have 4 copies. Alright, so this team... Man. Who to focus on? Your primary focus is, and this is going to be very hard to hear, but both Kurt and Themis are not good Unity options. They do not function on their own well. They need Skuld, they need Phoenix. So you can have them, but they're not going to be that great for you unless you already have this Phoenix 10-star or higher and this Gold 10-star or higher. They won't do that great in a Unity option. So really your option is going to be focus on Skuld, Valkyrie, Phoenix. At this point, you have the choice to focus on Verthandi as well. You can buy Phoenix from shop now. In your case, Phoenix is more important because you've already got the 2 copies. And Phoenix functions better. Phoenix is okay 1 star below the rest of the team. Skuld is not. You're close to Valkyrie, 10 star, or not Valkyrie, Verthandi. That's not a bad option. But I would focus more on Phoenix. Dro is another good one, but remember she's nothing special before 10 stars. So even on this team, as you have it, a 9-star Dro probably won't be so amazing. So this team is the best of what you've got. but you're gonna have to be very lucky with some pulls soon to make it stronger. Thomas, yes. Themis does better when she has Skull to help her fire. 10-star Lorelei. 10-star Lorelei will help. Yeah, you can make Lorelei. She's good. I don't know who you would replace. Probably Aegina, because she's only 8. You've split out into building so many that it's really hard to focus. So this team, as it is, will get maybe a 6 because you've got a strong Freya. And you've got some okay heroes with it. Your tank is not great. The rest of it's not great. Maybe, yeah, I'll give it I guess a 6. It's got potential, but it needs a lot of work. For early players, building one hero per faction at a time is preferred because of fodder. But if you know that you're not going to be able to complete an aura because you can't get a good elf or a good undead, then it's okay to abandon that faction. Like, if he had this and he wanted to pull everything in elf to make sure that he had the copies of Lorelei or Dro, you can't do it. It would be a terrible idea to pull Miracle Eyes in elf. So he can only evenly focus. Yeah, Chimera, doing good on your server is fine, but it catches up to you. And when he gets merged and he starts getting killed, that's going to be the reason why, is because everything is built so unevenly. AI, probably about 200, 2200. Agum, it's... What's on right now? Isn't it Keys? It's Wheel, right? So Wheel, then Miracle Eye, then Keys. Then Wheel, then Miracle Eye, then Keys. Luong, if you like to hit friends bosses a lot, the artifact will help you more. If you are not the type that chooses to focus heavily on friend bosses, then just buy gold keys. YOLO, this is Olivia Cat. Mustafa, all servers get merged eventually. It just may take a while because they're only merging in the 400s right now. And there's a lot more than that, but merge will happen. Sizo better than Detlef? No. Alright, so good luck, Mikuro. You've got some work cut out for you. They always merge servers as servers become inactive. They combine them so that they become more active. Them is better than Freya? Definitely not. Ali, you'll keep all of them, actually. If you have multiple accounts in the same cluster, you will be able to choose between all of them. So it will say Ali GT1, Ali GT1, Ali GT1. Like if you had servers on T1, 2, 3, you'll get to keep all of them. Hey, Iwo. So this is Javili. Why do you have this grand? Why do you have a grand? And why are all your fodder heroes level 100? This is a gigantic waste of resources. What in the world is going on here? I mean, that's like a good 2,000. No, it's like 7,000 gold souls just to make a level 100. Isn't it? 4,000 something? It's a lot. You wasted a lot of gold souls making this. And to what purpose? I don't understand. What? You already ate dinner. Yeah? Wanna come here? Come on. Oh. Oh well. He didn't stay in my lap. And I can't see anymore. Teddy, you are in front of my screen. Teddy, you're in front of my screen and I can't see. Alright, so this team is mediocre. I don't know why you have this Grand here. You're using the Grand for Ara, which is a poor idea because Grand is... Hey! You, stop choosing this. Stop chewing on this. This team probably gets a 5. I'll give it a 5. Mediocre? Mediocre is spelled like this. I'll give it a 5. But Javili, I highly question your decision to level up all of this stuff. It's not even that his team is bad. His team is average. It's the decisions that he made alongside his team that are like, what the heck is going on? Is he the... I don't know. I guess... I don't think he's the worst team today. Let me look at Chongjiang's again. No, his team is... Chongjiang's is... His team is not bad. I mean, Grand is a poor choice, but it's not a bad team. Honor only uses 18 heroes, Patrick. This guy has 37 at 100 or higher. 37. There is no need to waste this many resources on this many heroes. Okay. I don't know what he was doing. I guess he's tentatively the winner, but he's not like... Yeah, just a very... I don't know what he was thinking. No, I don't think I can give him the worst team. His team is fine. Alright, next is Hypercube. That is only one person. I'll probably keep going until we find a team that's worse. Let's put it that way. I want to find a winner / loser today. Oh, now my nose is itchy. Alright, let's see here. See, this is a nice, solid Unity team. Medusa is not the best first 10-star at all. Ketika, if you read them, it says it does not. The one that for damage when they die does not It specifically says does not stack. It is not Unity? Oh, you're right. It's not. He has no elf. You're right. So, oh my god. This is something that I said last time we ran this. This is a very nostalgic team. This is the team that we were all trying to make when Phoenix first came out. And this is exactly the same thing that happened. We were all using Unity of something like this, and then Phoenix came out, but we all had Medusa, so we started using Phoenix. And then you're like, who do I replace? At the time, Valkyrie didn't exist, so we ended up replacing Ultima a lot. Hey, WoW gamers. So as a team, I'll give it a 6. It's not terrible. Okay, Ganesham, there's a very good reason for that. The reason is, the moment that he made this Medusa 10 stars, he is going to be fighting people with 10 stars. By doing this, he has opened himself up and jumped into the 10-star Shark Tank. And Medusa does not compete at all. If their first 10-star is a Freya, is a Valkyrie, is a Phoenix, is a Verthandi, what happens? You get killed. So you basically jumped in with no, what's the word? What's the flotation ring in a pool? He jumped in the deep end without one of those. And so that's why if you're going to jump up that level, you want your first 10-star to be a good one. I didn't want life jacket. I wanted the rings. Buoy? I think they just call it flotation ring or something like that. Kyler, it should pretty much always be heaven and hell. Poodle, they do stack. Life buoy. Okay, Omar, if you're going to make 10-star Freya, that's fine. I would say the biggest advice for you is do not take Medusa above 10. If you have the option, you probably still want to buy star shards with moonstones. Do not fall into the trap and try to buy your third copy of Valkyrie or Phoenix with moonstones. Don't do that. Buy what's it called? Buy star shards. Hey Hiroshi. You have star shards? How many? You want 2. And you would want them on Freya and probably Medusa on this case. Is really a good mid-game? No. 1? Okay, you should buy up to 2. And stop leveling up all these heroes. The only point to leveling up a hero past 100 is if you need to take them above 6 stars to use as fodder. To take them to 9, but you're not at that level. Poodle, your first 2 star shards are very critical. Is the undead spider good? No. Hiroshi, if you want Themis... Okay, so your goal now is focus on... Probably focus everything you can into Freya. Do everything you've got, put it all into Freya. Try to get her up, and also, if possible, try to get either Verthandi or Phoenix to be your tank. And after that, it's going to be luck on what you get copies of. Shoot is okay to 10. Valkyrie, obviously, great beyond that. And that's pretty much it. Hope to get lucky with... Skald Aegina. Karen, yes, Star Shards is fine if you don't have Tears of the Goddess. It's just not as good. Anton, it depends on what you see more. The high level players probably benefit from Wanderer more, because that's the most common one in in friends bosses and in guild bosses, but it depends on your level. Valkyrie is not good with Star Shards. Pudul the Freya, easily. 1000% the Freya there. WoW, anybody can go up to 9 or 10, as long as you know that you're going to be foddering them. If you're still using Luna 10 and you have no Dro, get Lorelei. Yes, you can use Lorelei. Anton, at my level, I would prefer to have Wanderer. Ewo, Ragnarok's better, but Gospel is easier to get. Soul Torrent for a Hester 10. Star Shard seems wasteful on her because she only hits the backline. But if you have so many that the rest of your team already has them, you can put it on her too. Alright, so was this Hypercube? Yeah, this was Hypercube. So we gave Hypercube a 6. So yeah, focus everything on Freya and try to get either Verthandi or Phoenix up as your tank. And when I say focus everything on Freya, I mean take her to 10, take her beyond 10. Focus on her on the advanced wheel, get her out of the soul shop as many times as you can, get the copies and get her to T4. Eddie, T4 Luna was a terrible mistake, so yes, reverting her is fine. Pudul speed is on average better, but it kind of depends on your opponent, doesn't it? You need to know who you have to be faster than. It's not the same for everybody, but if you're going up against other Freyas, you need speed or else they kill you on offense. Like if they attack you and you are on defense, they go first if they have speed and you don't. But if you don't have speed and they don't have speed, you win on offense. But that's like a 50-50 scenario. All right, next is Cheese. Wow. Okay. Wow. Return Medusa to make Freya T4? Yes. Wow. Okay, I don't know what to say to this team. So here's the thing about Chesia. Chesia paired with Skuld, good. Chesia paired with a very, very much lower level Skuld, not good. Chesia paired with a low level Skuld, also paired with a low level super squishy Saizo, very, very not good. Very, very not good. So Skuld is not great on this team. Saizo makes it even worse. It's going to be very hard for Chesia to ever get her skill off twice on a team like this when there is no support for her. This team has low level support. I don't think that the Mars helps more than the Skuld here. It might. The Mars might do better than the Skuld on this team. The Saizo, I don't know what you're going to do with this Saizo. Right, Aji, that's the point. Skuld can only support one hero because she's only got one revive. You want that hero to be a strong but squishy hero, but you've got Saizo, who is not strong at 10 versus T4, but he's very squishy. So this team as it stands is like a 6. Skuld is stretched so thin that these two spots are basically useless, and Chesia without any support is useless, and therefore you're not going to get a lot of damage out of her reliably. Pudul, yes. Well, it's tough to pair Kurt with a Gina. Unless you're doing something very specific with it, with double Phoenix, double Skuld, or something like that. Kurt and Aegina is a tough pair to make. The Luna is not a good tank, ever. Ever. But this is also a poor choice. Skuld and Dro on same team, sure, why not? So I really don't even know what you can save on this team. You don't have enough copies for Valkyrie. Mars is stuck at T1. Skuld obviously is stuck at 10 stars. And you made a Luna. One thing you could do here is just break down the Luna, throw in the Dro, and then just use it to level up someone else. Like take the Skuld higher, or maybe go off Aura, break down the Luna, throw in Mars and probably the Dro or the Valkyrie, and then use the 9-star fodders from the Luna to make the Phoenix higher or the Skuld higher or something else. Ants, if it's not easy to get a lot of gold souls at all. Converting Luna into Lorelei, that's asking a lot. I have no idea how many copies of Lorelei he has. I don't know if he's got more than this. I don't know if he's only got 3 or if he's got 5 or if he has 10. But converting to Lorelei would be step 1. Probably even converting to Lorelei, I would consider swapping Saizo for Mars. Mars is going to be a little bit more resilient than Saizo, and it might help Skuld to support Chesia a little bit. No, Ant, I know that. Purple souls are not easy to get. They're very hard to get. Best you can do is buy 12 million a day in the shop, and that's very expensive. Pudul, I did. So this team gets a 6, and yeah, convert Luna to Lorelei, swap Saizo for Mars. Have I seen a team with Saizo that works well? Personally, no. There's somebody on the Discord that has one that uses him, I think, with Dro and Aiden or something like that, and it works okay, but I would not give this team a 6.5. Not with this Saizo and the Shoot taken above 10. Shoot is not good above 10. I could drop it, actually. I could drop it to 5.5. No, it's not that bad. Oh, Aji, this is you? Iwo, no. This is scored out of 10. Higher number is better. Hi, good person. Okay. So the Vegvasir is fodder. Medusa is fodder. That's fine. Next T4, Verthandi or Freya. Probably should be Freya. but you might want to consider making the Verthandi at least 10 stars to 10 stars to tank a little bit better. Hey, Ayub. Tonk for Valk? What's Tonk? Kyung, what is an egg? Hi, I'm Amar. Verthandi 10 is not enough, but it's your best option of what you've got, so if you're going to be throwing T4s, you should have at least some sort of an average tank, and Verthandi will function. Next event, if you mean the rice dumplings, we expect maybe 2,200 for free. Cadence Medusa. Alright, so this team with... I mean, 10 stars already destroy 9 stars, so this is going to be a tough one. 300 Moon, should you buy 10 Phoenix or use it for Skuld and another? Honestly, neither. Buying your 6th copy is not major. You're using T4s by making a 9 star or a 10 star. You're not making anybody useful. Like, if you have a T4 Valkyrie, if you had 5 10-star Phoenixes, it would still be trash. They're still trash at 10 stars. Thomas, they don't... Silence is not enough, and when you consider that Skuld can remove silence, plus Heaven and Hells already have basic resistance to silence one time at T3, silence is not as strong as it used to be. Giant Chili, if you really need the fodder, just pull. You could potentially... Well, I don't think that this Vegvasir is a better tank because it's only level 200. Aji, personally, I would say Phoenix. Phoenix matters so much more right now. Rune for Detlef with Giant Lizard. You can either use crit rate if you want to maximize it, or you can throw on defense break for damage. I don't think he has a best setup. You can't convert Phoenix. Ali, I think you don't remember how converts work, because you can convert horde units for Phoenix all day long. Urza, submissions are closed this round. Lorelei or Dro? Lorelei up to 9 stars, Dro past that. Damage Valkyrie, yes, this is enough damage, but you still need a tank. Because if Valkyrie is at the front getting hit, and they get hit by, I don't know, a Freya, a Monkey King, 10 stars that hits him, that hits and freezes her, you're screwed. Shoot T4 is good? Nope. So this team will get like a 7. 6.5. Let's say 6.5. Amin. Wait, did I already... Were you the one that asked about fodder? No, you were not. If you know that you will be building Lorelei, you should pull. Chimera, because he did not gear out the Vegvasir at all. It's and it's under leveled. This Vegvasir at level 200 is basically the same as this Verthandi. It's not anything better. Alright. Burnsy 201, 2301. Verthemis is very good paired with the right team. Chimera, no. By using the Vegvasir, you're losing a 10-star Lorelei. That's losing 10% for the team right there. Convert Medusa to Phoenix? Yes. Alright. This is an interesting team. Skuld stronger than Phoenix? Not really, but they serve very different purposes. Phoenix does more damage. Skuld does higher support. Skuld came out of Miracle Eyes. You can pull Skuld in Miracle Eyes, but Skuld will never be the final reward of Miracle Eyes. I'll give this a 7.5. Solid. Should you buy Lexar in Soul Shop? If you're drowning in souls and you just want to throw them away and feel good about yourself, do it. And that's a lie, because you won't even feel good about yourself. You will regret everything. Phoenix is not a primary damage dealer. Phoenix is support. You want him T4 because at T4 his skill does not miss. Therefore it guarantees that it burns every enemy. Therefore anybody that fires is guaranteed to do an extra 30% to all enemies. Bones, I believe so, yes. Because Aegina's damage primarily comes from damage over time, which is bleed, poison. I think she has bleed and poison, right? That's most of her damage. And that is based on attack, not damage break. Or defense break. My current team, probably 8.5. My current team is mostly as good as a Unity team can get. Okay. This is Black Sheep. Who would I trade the 2 Freyas for? I don't know. I might trade one of them from Kurt. I feel like you could use Kurt and Monkey King as it is. Yeah, I think you could swap one of the Freyas for Monkey King. Kurt and Monkey King might be a little bit more reliable. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. The problem is Freya is just so gambling that sometimes you'll win, sometimes you'll lose really, really badly. But Kurt's hard to guarantee. So probably this is fine. Replacing one with Monkey King is also fine. Replacing one with Kurt is also fine. I don't think that there is a overall always better selection than this. I think that at this point specifically, when you hit this level of team, everything is a sidestep and there is not something that is clearly better. If you wanted to pick one that was clearly better, it would probably be Bale. Bale is probably the only hero. Bale or Themis would be the only heroes that are 100% better in this situation. But even then, it's kind of random. Hey, Infinite Gamer. Isaac, you need lots more than 300. And yes, losing to Unity should be pretty reliable because double Freya is not reliable. Chesia and Aegina better DPS than Kurt? Chesia, no. Aegina, sometimes. The problem with Aegina, though, is that her damage is slow. Like, she needs to cast and then it's like slow damage over the course of the fight, whereas Kurt does a single burst, a humongous burst. So they can out heal Aegina's damage a little bit. They cannot out heal Kurt's hit. Or they may just stay alive a little bit longer with Kurt or with Aegina than they would with Kurt. So Aegina is a little bit unreliable like that. Brian, you were here at the beginning. I remember you there. I remember seeing you earlier. No, Aegina is really good. She's just not overpowering. She will not give you 100% win rate versus Detlef teams. But she'll give you pretty good. So this team as it stands, this is basically a 9.5 or a 10 as it is. Maybe a 9.5 only because Themis or Bale or Kurt would make it a 10. And I don't know that they are better in all situations. I believe that you are rolling the dice almost no matter who you choose. Because even if you get Kurt, and with Unity, I get a lucky silence on him and he doesn't get to fire, you lose. That's basically what it comes down to. So we'll say 9.5. Oh, wait, you're right. You have 5 copies of Kurt, so you get a 0. Because I only have 3 copies of Kurt. So basically, that's what I'm saying. That's what you would need to get a 10, would be to replace one of the Freyas at least with a Themis or a Kurt. Not both, maybe. You could actually put in Kurt and Skuld, and that would be good too. I think at this point, there's so few people that have all of the possibilities that we can't say for certain that one is 100% always better than the rest. And so there is just a lot of wiggle room. But I believe from here, at least, there is upward room. But if one of them were to be Kurt, there wouldn't be any upward room. It would pretty much all be sideways. So there you go. That's how you get a 9.5, guys. You have a team like that. You know why I gave this guy a 9.5 and the other guy a 6? Because he had two Phoenixes like this. So he had Phoenix, Phoenix, Valk, Skuld, Medusa, Detlaf. That was his team. And you're like, no. No. That's not a good team. That's why I gave it such a lower rating. The highest power level is probably Valkyrie or Lindbergh. Can Lindbergh be an up? What do you mean? An up chest? I don't think I've ever seen him in up chest. Alright, Dragon Hearts. Good night, Aji. Thanks for stopping in. This is... I basically have this team. This is pretty much almost perfect Unity, if not perfect. So I would give this an 8.5 because Unity has upper bounds. It's not mine only because I don't have Freya skin. With the right setup, this team will kill most double Phoenix teams that aren't built crazily. You know, this is the second best familiar. I use Monkey King. I don't know that Monkey King is 100% better. I think he's more annoying to fight against. I think that adding Monkey King makes this team a lot more stable. But it's kind of a hit and miss thing. I like Monkey King better, but I'm not... I think this is fine. Because if you have Monkey King, Phoenix is free to be a full-on damage dealer. And that helps quite a bit. Because when Phoenix is set to defense like this, he does a lot less damage. And may be more susceptible to not getting his skill off, which hurts the rest of the team, and so on and so forth. So we'll give this 8.5. This is the highest level of Unity. Oh wait, there's another picture. What the? But he could do better. Leo, what is this? That team was an 8.5, but you had the potential to do this? I feel like I'm looking at Degnant's roster. What the heck? What the heck? Man, I'd be using double Phoenix, Skuld, Valkyrie, Aegina, Monkey King. I would use that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't know what your second team would be, though. I think your second team would be pretty trash, to be honest. Alright, I don't know what he's doing with this, but Jova, he could, but this one's not high enough level. But this team gets an 8.5. Mike, what would you do if I told you it took him 10 years to make this team? How would you respond to that? So by building this, you're left with... This is a fodder, meaning he broke down a 10-star heaven unit. What if I told you from the point of the game's existence, it took him 10 years to make this team? How would you answer to that? Hey, Nicola. So you're left with Monkey King Freya, Double Mars, and that's it. And a Skuld. I mean, if you were futzing around, you could make Chesia to make Heaven and Hell your second team. Oh, no, never mind. You're not using double Phoenix. So it would be 1, 2... Let me see. 1, Monkey King, Phoenix, Skuld, Mars, Mars. That's not that good. That's not that good. I guess your focus is on secondary Valkyrie. Valkyrie is pretty much the best option you've got to work on. Either a second Valkyrie or a second Freya. Nicola, you missed about 2.5 hours. I don't think T1 Themis will help. I don't think Phoenix even helps as much as it could. I'd say Valkyrie or Freya. Edgar's, do you have good reason to pull Miracle Eyes next event? Do you need the fodder desperately? Do you need the 1 copy of Lorelei desperately? If the answer is yes, then go ahead. Mridul, if you already have 2 of them, you can either buy a Wanderer to complete a set, or you can buy a second mage one if you fight a lot of mage, or, you know, it depends on your level. Shane Bold will have a T4 Themis, I believe, very soon. So if you took your first team and made Phoenix, Skuld, Valkyrie, Aegina, you'd be left with Monkey King, Mars, Dro, Freya, and that would be trash. That would not be good either. Nicola, I started 2.5 hours ago. Hi, Mark. So... the problem is that Mars just is not a strong T4. So by the point that you have to use 2 of them, your second team is not going to be good, almost no matter what you do. So... Durong, if you play Friends Boss very heavily, the 88% artifact is absolutely the way to go. If you don't care about doing Friends Boss, or you just kind of hit them and don't care, then buy gold keys. Brian, yes, this is Olivia Cat. Bennett kind of clearly says gold keys over there. And that applies to Mridul as well. No, not you. Who else? Edgar's. The perfect team on this would probably still be a 9.5. Because the crazy one, the crazy damage dealer has to be Kurt or Themis. Or double Valkyrie. 2 Phoenix, 2 Skuld, Valk, Aegina. Yeah, that's what I would make. Something like that. But that leaves him with junk. It leaves him with Monkey King, Freya, Mars, Dro. Which is not super scary. Edgar's my test. I don't know. They haven't sent me the results back yet. Is Bale below Curtin Themis? That's going to be hard to say. Without any support heroes, Bale is better. When paired with Phoenix, Skuld, Curtin Themis are better. Alright, Leo. Yeah, make a Freya, make a Valkyrie, or make a third Phoenix, actually. Third Phoenix would mean you could put double Phoenix on one team and one on the other team, which would make it stronger. So that's your options. Kurt, Phoenix, Themis, Valk, Freya. Any of those is probably fine. Brian, it doesn't hurt as much as you think it does. It's uncomfortable, but it doesn't actually hurt. Oh, wait, you've got more copies. Not really. Actually, Lorelei is not a terrible option as well, but it doesn't look like you have enough copies to work with. Alright, let's go next. Alush. I don't feel like figuring out which ones are zeros, so we'll just put all O's. Your second screen is down more, okay? Down a lot more. What the heck? Okay. How many have I done today? Can someone count? Oh, I don't need this picture. Okay. What is this name? Tesla ... Why ... 29-ish? Okay. Thanks. I don't think I'll make it to 40 today. Sorry, guys. People just distracted way too much. Okay. Okay. I like it. I like it. Hi, Skylar. I like this team, actually. Jova, I'll probably do like 5 more or so. So I think you are in the list. I saw you. You were down by his second patch of pictures. Pull for T1 Lorelei. Okay. So the thing about pulling for T1 Lorelei is unless you are guaranteed to go all in on Lorelei, a T1 Lorelei versus a 10-star Dro is not a significant improvement. And if that leaves you stuck, where you're stuck with a T1 Lorelei and you can get no more copies of her or of Dro, you are better off saving and just keeping the Dro and making somebody else T1 or T2. So that is a very tough call. If you really want the Heaven and Hell fodder or more copies of Skuld, you can pull, but I would say don't put too much effort in leveling up Lorelei, because I believe that a T1 Lorelei is not a significant improvement to this team. If that makes sense. And good night, Leo. Thanks for stopping in. Giant Chili, thanks. Teddy is definitely bigger than Olivia. However, she is growing very fast. And she's getting kind of fat, too. I don't know why. She doesn't eat that much, but she's getting chubby. Hey, Shin Kindred. Teddy, you're back. Teddy cat. I like my teddy cat. So for this team, I mean, the obvious advice is look for Valkyrie. Try to make try to get all 10 star, or try to see if you can get more copies of Aegina and Valkyrie. However, keep doing what you're doing. And what currency is that? I actually have no idea. Keep doing what you're doing and focus on getting Freya and then Skuld and then hopefully Phoenix to T4. And it doesn't matter if the rest of the team is bad if you have good T4s. It's Indian rupees. Nine-star Martin is not that good, no. Phoenix is very hard to get. That's normal. People end up buying a lot of copies with what's it called? With Moonstones. It's not the best choice, but if you already have Star Shards, you might as well do it. Yeah, New Martin is still trash. Anyway, so if you need Skuld copies, you might as well pull Miracle Eyes tomorrow. But don't use the Lorelei yet. Where are you guys looking and seeing these artifact shards? Where are you seeing that? Oh, I see. That was his other picture. People open them and do whatever. The 9.5 team was Phoenix, Valk, Skuld, Freya. Alright, next is LF. Oh wait, I didn't rate this team. I mean, I'll give this team a 7.5. It does okay. The priorities are fine. This team is actually fine as it is. This Ultima is even not a terrible idea because as a sacrificial character anyway, it buffs up the rest and that's fine too. But this Phoenix really needs to be max level ASAP. Skuld's revive is wasted, period. There's nothing you can do about that, so it doesn't really matter. The point is that it buys a little bit of time for Phoenix, and it still activates her passive, which makes Freya stronger. Teddy, you fuzzy cat. Nicola, they are not around right now. Pudul, I do it every 2 weeks. Huh? How much does he get from Legion? Let me see here. Oh. Okay, so if I get... He gets 20 plus 20. So he gets 40, or he gets 20 a week. Whereas the rest of us get maybe 8 to 10 a week. It's a lot. I would like to get top 8 this time, though. We'll see. I'm going to make Lorelei today, maybe, off stream. Okay, so, I don't get sniffles. It's because he's shedding and I rubbed my nose against him, and now all the fur got into my nose. Hey, Ryan. So I really need to run one of those defurring gloves on him. Okay, so next was LF. This team is fine. I see that he has an 8-star Phoenix and is not using it because it's so low, and that's fine. That's actually better. This is a solid 7.5. Well, yeah, this is a solid 7.5. And yeah, I have 3 cats too. Teddy is the only one that comes when you call. The other 2 are both girls, and they honestly do whatever it is they want to do. Which means they come for attention when they want it. This team is more a matter of waiting on copies, I guess. So this one is Olivia, named for our favorite blue-haired ice mage. And the other one is Amelia, named for Amelia Earhart, the pilot. No face, go for Phoenix. Yeah, keep going with this team. Just don't take Luna, Medusa, or Shude beyond 10 stars. Next is Apathine. Uh-oh. Jova, I might not get to you. Do they get in heat? No, they're all spayed. Spayed and neutered. Thursday, if you log in after the event starts with 8 hours of idle time, the idle time will count as if it was during the event, and you'll get an extra 8 hours of rice dumplings. Is Ultima still good at T4? Not really. Jay, it depends how far down you are. By the way, Teddy is asleep up there on the cat tree in the corner. He just kind of chills up there and hangs out with me sometimes. All right, so this team, but only for VIP? No, everybody can do it 8 hours. But if you're higher VIP, then your max idle time is 10 or 12 hours. It depends on your VIP level. Noro, it's only 2 hours and 47 minutes. 2 hours and 43 minutes. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to stop at Jova today, okay? I'm going to go all the way to Jova, and that's it. So let's go fast. And Cooch J, if you're before Jova, then we're good. All right, so this team, honestly, I would say break the aura, and if you can 8-star Phoenix, replace Ripper. Ripper is seriously trash. Get rid of Ripper ASAP. Phoenix is definitely worth breaking aura for. Brian, I have boxes lying all around the house because they love boxes. So this team is not a strong unity. That's also spelled wrong. Oh, that didn't fit at all. I'll give it a 6.5. Ripper is just trash. Monkey King worth breaking aura for? Not really. Mark, buy keys. However, if you should consider buying one of the 88% artifacts if you do a lot of friends bosses. All right, Nepi. Aiden worth 10. Anybody is worth taking to 10. Going beyond 10 is where you need to start making decisions. Huh. First T3 is Nicola, yes. Around this time every day. Next in Elite Keys, I don't know. I think it's Assassin. You can see if you click the preview button. Tomorrow is Community Miracle Pulls, but I will not be pulling. Tristan, you can't afford a good hero. How is this Lorelei doing? I can't imagine that Lorelei does enough damage to be better than Valkyrie. I'm not pulling because I have 9 copies of Lorelei already and I don't need more. So I will save until until it's a hero I want. Giant Chili, maybe the first 20 minutes. I mean, in the first 20 minutes, I already have more than I can do. If I open up submissions for the entire stream, there will be 200 submissions. And I can't get to them all. I cannot do it. Is Heroic Runes good to finish? Yes, always. Always, always finish Heroic Runes. And good night, Poodle. Alright, so this team is fine. I don't imagine it's super strong, though. I don't think that Lorelei is a carry. I don't believe that her damage is comparable at all to Valkyrie's or Freya's, even. It's like she's reliable damage, but she's not... She doesn't do burst damage and she doesn't do crowd control. And so I'm not sure how well this team does. I actually have no idea. Tristan, I answered you. You didn't want to listen. Apparently. So I don't know. I really, really don't know. Like, I imagine this team is decently strong on its own, but I believe it will lose to a Freya, a Detlef, or a Valkyrie. Jack, if you had this same team, but you had a T1 Valk, or a T1 Lorelei and a T3 Valkyrie, wouldn't it be way better? Wouldn't Valkyrie offer way more to the team at that level than Lorelei? Well, but if one of them were to be T4 and the other one were to be T1, wouldn't you rather have the Valkyrie? Should you buy Aiden with the tickets? Absolutely not. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that this is a bad team, but if somebody had exactly the same team and they had a T3 Valkyrie and a T1 Lorelei, I believe they win. So if their only T3 is like a terrible one, maybe it's like a Phoenix or a Shoot or a... I don't know, maybe even Freya. Would this lose to a single Freya? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. A good boss team? Honestly, Unity is fine for bosses. Well, okay, yeah, he's making he's making Lorelei because he's got the copies of it, but I don't think that makes her better. So we'll just give it a 7.5, but I actually don't have the answer. I actually do not know how well this team does against a T3 Valkyrie. And so your answer is probably push the Lorelei. And if Lorelei is doing good, then all you can do is wait for copies. Don't try to take Shude Mel past 10. Best undead is Aegina. Swap Valkyrie and Phoenix. This is not a huge difference. I guess so. Honestly, at this point, Verthandi should not be tanking. Phoenix should be in front. Verthandi's just kind of a waste of space at this point, so just put Phoenix in front and leave it. So work on getting Verthandi copies if you're going to keep going with Verthandi, because it looks like you're nowhere close to Skuld. And yeah, that's about it. So back into my life, great boss heroes are Detlaf, Aegina, Chesia. Those, Aiden actually is pretty good. Multiple Phoenixes, of course. Skuld helps. Freya is not a good boss hero. Sweet Potato, because the rewards, the end rewards for keys events are always better than the end rewards are Miracleized events. You'll never see Skuld, Valkyrie, or Phoenix in Miracle Eyes, only in keys. Not you'll never see them in Miracle Eyes, you'll never see them as the final reward from a Miracle Eyes event. Well, back into my life, you just gotta use what you got. Alright, let's go faster. What will I rate Taptap heroes? I don't know, 4 stars? Let's go faster. I want to make it to Jova so I can quit for tonight. Why do you have a T3 Luna? My goodness. Eric, there should be a timer on the shop itself, actually. The timer on the shop has 1 day longer. So yes, you can no longer earn tickets, but you can save and spend them tomorrow. Is Luna good? Up to 10 stars, yes. Past 10 stars, not so much. Team critique is always a grind. That's why I couldn't do like a really long team critique stream. Like, I would go crazy. It's very tiring. Alright, so this is an average Unity team. It's very strong, but the Luna is a very poor choice. Who is this? Fluffy Madness. And not that I'm tired, just it drags on me sometimes to keep going. Do I have a girlfriend? Yes. She is upstairs playing Animal Crossing right now. What would I rate this team? I guess I would give it a 7.5, but it would be an unhappy 7.5 because the counter to Reaper, unfortunately, there isn't one. He's very, very strong as an early T4. If you want one that really takes him out, it's probably going to be Detlaf. Detlaf would be the single strongest counter to Reaper. And that's assuming that Detlaf's skill targets Reaper. I do not play Animal Crossing. I don't really like it that much. It's fun to fish and catch bugs, but I would not enjoy anything else in it. I'm not happy giving this a 7.5 because of Luna, but, and you know what? We'll make it a 7. Thursday of those, Rillia is the best tank at 5 stars. Next is Chincha. Gotta go faster. Stop distracting me, guys. Let me finish this. Let me finish today. What? Why is this Walnir here? You're not even using him for an aura. What did you do with the rest of your team? It's okay to destroy your team to make T1s or to go beyond 10, but you can't destroy your team to make 9 stars. What have you been foddering to make these heroes? Is Saw good? No, not even. Like, what have you been using as fodder if all you've got left is a Walnir? Wow. Okay. Well, you've got 4 decent heroes. 1 waste of space. How? How is it possible that you've got all of these to 9 and you've got this many 6 stars? That is some very lopsided luck, I guess. Or I guess you just have no undead luck whatsoever? So you probably should start aiming for Detlef and Shoot on the advanced wheel. Shoot is in the soul shop. And why don't you have any Verthondis? Like, playing for this long, you should have had at least 2 or 3 copies of Verthondi. Nicola, I try to only play like 2 or 3 games at a time. God, my nose. My poor nose. My nose is all red now. All right. So yes, Freya is easy to build. Start buying Verthondis out of the soul shop. Not soul shop, feather shop. Start looking for Shoot Mel's in the... Has 2 Verthondis? Why haven't you built her? You built 2 6 stars. Heaven's Judge, why didn't you build Verthondi? Well, okay. Work on Verthondi as your alternative to Walnir, at least, for your 6th member. This team, in its current state, probably gets a 5.5. Maybe a 5. I can't say it's terrible because at least I know that you've got good heroes for what you are. You've got Valkyrie and Freya among the highest of what you've got, but you're also down a space. So work on Verthondi and try to get either Shoot or Detlef or more Freya out of the advanced wheel. Mars at T4, not really good. Alright. Jasirath. Okay. Just Searath and then 3 more. Okay, this is you. Lorelei or Medusa first 10? Lorelei. Interesting. Interesting. You went straight to Verthandi early. Hey, Jan Kings. Cantho, I hope that doesn't mean anything dirty. It's interesting that you went straight to Verthandi. Sizo good at 6 stars? Not really. No, this team is fine. Reaper is probably the worst one here, followed by Phoenix if Phoenix can't get more copies. No, this team is fine. This Freya is only T3. Squalzy, that is your call. If you think that you will get enough anniversary coins to make a difference, then do it. I find it hard to believe that you are so close to the next reward tier that matters. Actually, I don't. Some people do it. Would I rate my team a 10? No. 3 copies of Lorelei, no luck with Phoenix or Valkyrie. Okay, then pull for Lorelei and convert for Phoenix. Try to get that Phoenix going. So pull Lorelei, make her 10, convert for Phoenix. Good progress. Olivia is... She is 11 months old. In this picture, she's like 6 months old, but that was the picture that the rescue shelter took of her, and it's one of the best pictures. Those eyes are why I said I had to have her. So I went and saw her immediately, and then she liked me, and so she went home with me. Which is how it should always be with cats. Your entire team is above 6. Put them in heaven and hell. Alright, so Jasirath's team, I could give it a 7.5. It's a solid Unity. Vin, what about the rest of his damage that isn't the true damage? Like all the regular skill damage and regular attack damage he has, that's all reduced heavily by defense. Alright, pictures like this don't help too much because they're hard to see. True damage is damage added after all the damage calculations. So you add all your attack damage plus skill damage minus their defense plus true damage. Is Skull good? Yes. Should you get Phoenix to 9 or Star Shards? You should get Star Shards. Alright, this is actually not an amazing team. Good night, Liquid. Thanks for stopping in. Because Kurt just does not shine in this situation, and neither does Detlef, but I guess the team is fine. But try not to push forward with this team, because this team at T4 would be pretty trash. You would have Aegina, Kurt, and Detlef, all 3 squishy heroes without Skuld support. It would be a terrible idea. Ziad, I'm going to do 2 more after this one. So it's a fine team for where it is. We'll give it a 7.5 because it'll probably beat... No, it'll be on par with Unity. But I don't think it's a team that you should maintain. And I think you should start looking into diversifying and finishing the Unity. Look for that Skuld. You need more copies of everything anyway, so just start looking for Skuld. Push for Freya, push for Aegina if possible. She's the best one of them. I'm not doing 10 more. So as it stands, it's okay. Noro, her healing numbers are amazing. Do you not look at her healing numbers? They are ridiculously high. If the battle ends in 3 rounds, her healing number is stupid strong. Which cat did I get first? I got Amelia and Teddy together. They were part of the same litter. Bad boy, sorry, I'm stopping at Jova. Hi, BS1. Okay, I can go up to Tasio. I really don't want to keep going, guys. You're gonna do 2 more, and then it's gonna be 4 more, and then it's gonna be 6 more, and I don't want to do that. And my nose is itching like crazy. And it's 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten dinner. So there is that too. You know what, Tasio? Just DM me. I'll do yours off stream. I work regular day hours, guys. Sorry. Back into my life. Unfortunately, there aren't. Valkyrie's the only really good one. Another cat? I got Olivia in January. I just got her. I couldn't get another one. Alright, this is Kuchi. I mean, your best lineup is your top 6. You would like to have the Shoed Mel instead of Medusa, if the Shoed Mel can be 10. That's pretty much the only change you could go, and then the rest of it is solid to take all the way up to T4. Hi, Song. Nicola, I'll think about that when I get there. Giant Chili, I believe yellow is faction advantage. Bad boy, I'm sorry. There's too many people that I can't just pick and choose ones. I can't do that. Otherwise, you would ask, just do mine, and then 10 more people ask, just do mine, and then it doesn't end. I can't play favorites like that. Yeah, so if you replace Medusa with Shoed, this team would be great. Freya is a great one to choose to go over T4. Should you break Unity if you can't get 10 Shoed? You should be not using Unity right now. This Medusa is definitely better than the Shoed Mel. Don't focus on 10, work on 1 T4, yes. It's not the same, not affecting DOT. Okay, then it doesn't give as much of a bonus for DOT. The way Degnan said it does more damage with attack stat than Death Break. Is that right or wrong, Steven? As he said it, Aegina benefits more from attack for that reason than Death Break. He is wrong? Hey, now we got a discussion going. I have no idea. So Phoenix should be your tank? Yes. Alright, hey, I'm learning things today. I am learning things today. That's new to me. Okay, well, I'm using regular attack rune on my Aegina. Should I switch it back to Death Break? I feel like her damage was honestly about the same with attack, to be honest. I don't feel like it made a major difference. Although I think it edged slightly higher with attack than Death Break. Phoenix good as first 10? Yes. Alright. So, Kuchi, this team gets a 7 because your heroes are good, but you're off. Well, okay. Either way. Honestly, either way, using Medusa with no aura or using Shude with aura, it's not a major difference, actually. You can go with whichever one you like more and go with whichever one makes you feel better. I don't believe that it's a great to go, or that either way is significantly better. Tahur, I'm not taking team questions in chat. Not on Team Critique Day, sorry. Tasio, could you send me a message on Discord? I'll do your team off stream. I'm gonna end after Jova. Alright, you're saving Miracle Eyes. You had a Walnir and Olivia before. Weren't you able to get free Phoenix? Not this time. Phoenix costs anywhere from $10 to $50. Maybe 10 to 70. Less than 5% of people got the free Phoenix. So unless you want to incur the wrath of at least 80 people here, I suggest you don't flex too hard. Trying to make fodder for Verthandi and get more Phoenix. And Aegina is low and Saizo is low too. Okay, so the thing about this is fine. As long as the important heroes are going above 10, the rest of the heroes, honestly, they weren't going to matter anyway. It wouldn't matter if they were 10 stars, they would still be useless. Unless they are T4, they are not contributing to this team in really any way. So this team as it is not bad. T10, 10-star Joe or T2 Shude? That's tough. I don't know. Probably the Shude. If he has Verthandi, Verthandi's a better tank. The most reliable T4 is Bale. Bundaberg's ginger beer? I've had it. I like that one. There's another one, I think it's Reed's, that they do triple ginger brew, and that one's pretty good too. SS on Hester 10 or Medusa 10? If you have it on Freya, you might want to put it on Medusa. I don't think that Hester's a great one to put it on in general. I would say Medusa, just because she hits all 6. 5 Phoenix or 6 Saizo. 5 Phoenix is not that good. So anyway, yeah, Jova, this team is fine. As long as you prioritize these people, prioritize Verthandi and Phoenix, the rest can come in time. They can take their time. They were useless no matter what you did anyway. So this team, I'll give it a... Honestly, this is a 7.5. Which means that we have no loser today. Mackenzie, most people did not have copies of Bale to get to T4. I still don't have enough copies. Most people would have had the Monkey King 10-star to start with, and nobody had Bale to test. Very few people had bothered building Bale to test because he was so unreliable at 10 stars. Pogi Steven is one of the few that did it. And he was able to prove that Bale T4 is a monster, which nobody could have seen. Alright, I don't feel like making someone be a loser, so this round there is no biggest loser today. I probably close to 40, and I'm gonna end it here. Sorry if you weren't picked, but you just gotta be faster. Like I said, even now that I stopped, there's a bunch more that I didn't get to. Maybe 10? And so there's just no way that I can do everybody that submits. So good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't log in 8 hours before the next event starts. I will put another reminder on Discord, so I will look for a tag in a few hours. Good night, guys, and I'll see you next time. Tomorrow will be community miracle pulls, so if you want to pull on stream, be around and have Discord. That's all you need. And do Discord screen share. All right, good night.